So
All
it's
right.
the two 80s Dudes podcast.
We're back again.
We're back again, coming to you from AH Beetz in Delray Beach.
Yeah, right near my home.
That's right.
10 minutes away.
I know. So yeah, so we got our server getting ready to take it.
And they moved. The pizza place moved. They were across the street. I remember when that was there.
I'm Jack. I've been here before. I live down in Coral Springs.
You're the one who chose this place.
Yes. My family's from New Haven. Yeah. So that's why I saw the
I'm
White Bird
honored.
soda. I'm like, I got to get the White Bird soda.
I'm honored.
So
maybe we should get a beer.
Maybe we should.
You know, I'm going to get a Peroni.
All right.
Actually, all out of
oh, dude, you're
Oh
killing
my God.
it, man.
Oh my
Look
God.
at an Italian joint.
I know. I wanted an Italian
What's
for
with
Italian.
I'm gonna do the white clam pizza. I think we'll do the small white clam pizza.
Yeah, perfect.
And then we're gonna do the traditional mozz.
Yeah, mozz.
The small one too. And I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sounds like a plan, yeah. Yeah. So here we are, Beetz. This is our 16th episode. Food, dude review, and music. So it's a two 80s dudes. So what we're talking about today, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe. What we're talking about, Jeff, today is you and I talked about I want my MTV, but I don't want my MTV because MTV.
Oh, I remember that. I forgot about that.
I want my MTV. So
I want my MTV.
Remember even Pete Townsend.
Oh, look at that shirt.
I know. Look at that. Man. So,
David Bowie did it.
MTV and David Bowie did everything.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of shit. I know. It's pretty cool.
I have the book. I was supposed to bring the book to the restaurant. There was a VJ book. I forgot it, guys.
Whatever. That doesn't matter, man. So we might continue this podcast anyways.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to. There's just too much of the 80s.
Too much information. So the big news is that Paramount, the big company, parent company of MTV, decided that they're going to shut down MTV, the 24-hour music channel portion of MTV in Europe, and eventually they're going to shut down the 24-hour music channel MTV in the United States. So there's still MTV, but not the all music. So we were talking about a couple of Generation X dudes over the dream here in South Florida.
It's a generation. It's just done.
It's done, So MTV, it was huge, and we want to talk about.
It wasn't just huge. It was our life. I mean, before MTV, like you had the radio. It was like maybe you go to concerts, you'd buy your tickets and you stand online. You could only see your performers in magazines.
And it's hard to visualize.
Yeah.
So when MTV came in, it brought a totally different element.
It was like a black hole. You had your radio.
Yeah.
You went to the record store, you got your records and tapes, you hear your Casey.
You'd open up the sleeve and you see pictures of the band, like, oh, that's what that dude
That's what they look like. Yeah.
And
and you had your Casey Kasem that fit our top 40.
True.
And but we didn't know what our bands looked like really and acted like.
MTV just changed everything. There's nothing
destroyed
about it.
Yeah.
It did destroy it. But I remember I saw an interview with Stevie Tyler in the 80s. And they asked him, like, what do you think with the impact MTV? And I think it was just mid-80s before they really hit it big again. And he was saying, this MTV thing, now I have to paint a picture along with my beautiful musical creation. Like, you could tell he wasn't really into it.
Yeah.
But then he realized, hey, I need to do this if we're going to survive.
Well, they used to have, like, years ago in the 60s and 70s, they had promo videos. Like they had these like videos that really people didn't see. Like maybe they'd have it late night on on TV or
Kirshner's rock concerts. Midnight stuff. And then another thing we used to remember, you and I talked about
Don Kirshner. I'm a Baker people. I opened an account for him.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
Years ago, early 2000s. And he said the same thing. He's like, do you know who I am?
Don Kirshner.
Don Kirshner. I go, I do know who you are.
Dude, he was like he was the man.
He was the man. He would put all these, he was like the first concert promoter.
Yeah. And on TV. Very interesting.
Incredible.
But so MTV really had a big impact. But you know where you and I talked to? Remember before MTV on HBO, they used to have the video jukebox.
Oh, the video jukebox. I loved it.
Play after movies.
Yeah.
And there was a handful of bands had videos. I remember like Pat Benatar had some of those videos, and they were like recorded like on a warehouse. Like, 9 people. And,
her videos were great. It was not to just to go backwards on the jukebox. It was like a cartoon kind of.
Yeah.
And then they would put a quarter in it. It would like go ding, and then then they would start.
That's right.
You know what I remember from it? The Cars, Shake It Up. I remember seeing that for the first time, and I was like, holy moly, this is insane.
That was crazy.
So they're great memories. It was so connected. HBO was like our first like movie channel, and MTV was kind of like coexisted with that.
I know we heard about it. I mean, it came out August of '81. We didn't get into our cable down here until October of '82 or '83, I think. or 82. But I remember I was up north with my family in Connecticut. Matter of fact, we're here at the New Haven area.
So they had it in Connecticut.
Well, yeah, my aunt and uncle, they lived in a town called North Branford outside of New Haven. They had MTV, and I watched it. I was like, whoa! I heard this MTV. I remember the first video I ever saw on MTV was a YouTube video. War? No, it was before War. It was Gloria.
The live one.
No, they had videos from their first two albums. They're very elementary type videos, and that was the first video I ever saw. And I was so cool. And then the VJs came on. And I remember back then too. It was cool because they would talk.
Mark Goodman,
Martha Quinn, JJ Jackson.
JJ Jackson. He was
cool.
He was like definitely like the I think the coolest. He was more the traditional. Like he's almost like a 50s like.
And then there was Alan Hunter. As a matter of fact,
Hunter's he's still on.
He's on Sirius. Him and Mark Mason. But Alan Hunter.
Good man.
When I was in ninth grade, 1983, I cut my hair specifically to have a mullet like Alan Hunter. And I told my mom, like, I want to look like that guy.
Like Alan Hunter, huh?
My dad hated it. My mom, she cut it. So I had, the short hair the size, the mullet, the back.
Yeah, I had a mullet. Not a major mullet, but I had a mullet.
Yeah, well, we all had mullets.
I'm thinking about doing it again.
Yeah, well, I can't do that.
But you could get a fake one.
Yeah. But MTV, so it was huge. It was impactful. Remember when it first came out? They would come out, they introduced videos, and they had the world premiere video.
Oh, I love the world premiere.
Like,
it's the new album coming out. You're like, holy crap!
And they'd have tours. They'd show like concerts, like when the bands were touring, where they were going and stuff.
I remember when they did the Rolling Stones, and they had the song out. And it was like. It was called
Undercover of the Night.
It was they did Undercover. They did it a couple of times. I remember them doing Harlem Nights.
Waiting on a Friend.
Waiting on a Friend.
Like the stoop of that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
That was Tattoo. I think the Tattooed album.
Yep.
The Undercover. I think the Undercover, like one of the songs for Undercover was like, I think almost banned from MTV. It was about being like a drug dealer. And it was like really progressive video at the time.
Well, I remember when the videos first came out, they were kind of basic. It was sometimes just a live performance, and then they got more into the artistic mode of it. And I think Michael Jackson's Thriller, that was kind of
Thriller was like, I guess Thriller and Billie Jean, and then what's the one for the Halloween? What's
Thriller?
Thriller. Oh yeah, that's it.
I mean, that was always
I was looking through, just like on the web last night, and every was thrilling. It was like a 30-minute video, I think.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. It was sort of amazing. And then they came out with the Video Music Awards. I think the first Video Music Awards ad was at least from what I remember.
Oh, that's right, the MTV Music Awards.
1980. And that was the first one. And Madonna opened up and she sang Like a Virgin on the stage. Remember she had the wedding dress?
Yes.
She was like rolling all over the stage, and we're like, we never saw anything like this on TV.
Yeah, that was like
our parents were pissed. They were pissed.
She was ahead of her time. I mean, think of like what Madonna started is insane.
Oh, no doubt.
With all the women singers.
Media genius too, man. She was amazing. She was huge at MTV, but I'm pretty sure that was the first year of the Video Music Awards, and they gave the astronaut and all that stuff. But
she became like just an icon. Usually women were like, they weren't that strong back then. Like they didn't have control.
Pretenders were big.
Yeah, but she ended up having control. Yeah,
but she did. No, you're right. She really controlled her music. She eventually got her own record label and everything.
Yeah, she was like the leading lady. And then they had, obviously Cyndi Lauper. Girls Want to Have Fun. I mean, with Lou Albano, the wrestler. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool. In the early '80s, and then eventually, like in the late '80s, it started changing. Remember, they started like with MTV, The Real World.
They started adding shows because I think they felt the shows, they would get better advertising. People would like stick around more. But
and then there was VH1.
Oh, so VH1 was more like for adults.
Right. We hit like our age, we hit like 19, 20 years old. Right? These guys don't want to watch MTV in The Real World.
It was a little bit more mellower.
It had
mellower stuff.
Michael Bolton and stuff.
Yeah, but those VJ Music Awards were insane. I remember Howard Stern coming in as Fart Man. They put him, they had him up all the way up high, and
hanging out.
And then Sammy Hagar, either Sammy Hagar or Metallica Sammy Hagar said something, or Van Halen. They didn't really like it.
Yeah.
And eventually, it's funny, Metallica and Van Halen became friends with Stern over the years.
Matter of fact,
even though I don't listen to Stern anymore.
That 91 awards show, that was when I believe the Howard Stern was in. That was when that Van Halen opened up. I remember they weren't really big MTV. They had MTV videos, but they opened up the show that year with Pound Cake.
It was Hagar. Hagar.
It was a Hagar. They had, but that 91 award show teach because like Van Halen opened up. Metallica played it. 91. Metallica was getting that Black album put them in the stratosphere.
Yeah.
But before that,
album.
They were like almost too thrash for MTV.
And
they were big in the 80s.
Yeah, they
had a very narrow audience.
They were on the Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball. Forgot about that. What's some of the shows on MTV there? There was the Headbangers Ball. In the early 80s, they had the Friday night video fights.
Yeah, that was good.
Where you would call in the 900 number.
Yeah.
Vote for your favorite video.
That was good.
Oh, right on. So, you guys any cheese, pepper, oregano, anything like that? All of the above. Man, I got you.
Well, we're definitely going to bring some home.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, so this is New Haven style pizza.
This looks good.
Coal-fired pizza. My family is actually from New Haven. Matter of fact, my cousin Tony, his wife was a
were you born in New Haven? Or
I was conceived a Yankee, but I was born a rebel. My parents came here when my mom was pregnant with me. And so my family's from West Haven. My family's Italian from West Haven. And my cousin Tony, his wife, Nancy.
That's a pretty Italian name.
Very Italian. Well, she was a server at Pepe's in Modern Pizza for over 30 years. So whenever we go up north, even to this day, we get to go through the back door of Pepe's.
Oh,
nice. We don't have to wait outside. So I'm really, really excited to try this.
That's like one of my bucket lists, just to go to New Haven and just eat pizza.
Oh, you gotta go.
I'm going. And I went to school in Rhode Island, and I used to pass that all the time. And I didn't know about it. I didn't know to like go to a place like that. It's like killing me.
It's the best pizza. I think so. It's thin, it's crisp, man.
It's not gas. I mean, I like the style myself. I like this, and I like New York style pizza.
You like all food, man. Come on.
But I love pizza. I'm a pizza.
You don't even eat the
for a Jewish guy. I don't like that.
You know what? Which one are you gonna try first?
They look good. Do we get to? Do we bring this on or?
Yeah. Bring the whole. I guess this is the way they serve it in This is the way they serve it in Connecticut. Same thing. It's like on the tray like this. That's authentic.
Yeah, all right.
I gotta try a. That looks good, doesn't it?
Well, I'm gonna try that first with you.
Yeah. Let me get your slice.
Thank you, Mr. New Haven.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. I'll take a slice of that.
You
didn't even do it yet, so that's all.
Yeah, wait,
dude, this looks good. It smells good.
It's insane. You like your pizza really hot or like?
No, I don't like to burn the roof of my mouth. You know, you go to a pizza place and you get a slice of pizza and it burns the roof of your mouth. You know, it's like
no.
So I like it hot, but I like it to where I'm not burning myself. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm gonna put a little Parmesan on here, a little oregano. I do like little crushed red peppers for us. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. It looks good.
Give me a big one.
What's his name? Dave Portnoy. He loves his.
Oh, Portnoy. That's why I came here.
He gave it like a 9 or something, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, dude. We're good. All right. It looks good.
Phenomenal. Pizza.
All right. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing the sauce like you did the sauce.
Oh, God. Ooh, hot.
This is excellent.
Tasty. Oh, my God. Nice and crisp. I like it.
So good.
Oh, boy.
So it's weird. Like, I feel like this type of pizza, New Haven style, has got more popular now. When I was growing up in the 80s, I knew nothing about pizza except for New York pizza. I grew up outside New York City.
Yeah.
So all I knew was New York City pizza.
You guys had spectacular pizza up there. I mean, it's the water, it's the air. Growing up down here, I was like, that
was good.
All I ever heard was, this isn't as good as pizza up north. You know,
you know what? I think there's a lot of really good pizza places here in Florida.
Here there is. Oh, yeah, for sure. Now there is.
I think they know how to make pizza here. So we'll do more pizza reviews.
Mm-hmm. This is done perfectly, though.
It's
nice, crisp. Nice,
what
crisp.
I like about this is
not burnt like some places.
Yeah.
Some places burn all the time.
It's the perfect, not to kind of like say what everybody else, perfect like cheese ratio to sauce ratio. I hate when there's not enough sauce.
Yes.
Or I don't like too much sauce, and I don't like over cheese.
It's light, puffy, crispy in the bottom, not too much cheese. Yeah, like you pick it up and they get grease and cheese. Yeah. I like that once in a while, but overall, not really.
I remember as a kid, there used to be people, they would have grease and they would take the
napkin.
I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm eating the grease. So getting back to the MTV.
MTV.
So, yeah. I mean, I remember I used to go to a private school in New Jersey, and like you were talking about, people didn't have cable. So my friends in New Jersey had cable already, and they had MTV. And I'm starting to see these stickers going around, and I'm like, I go to home to my mom. I'm like, we got to get MTV. She's like, she called the cable company. It wasn't ready then. So I didn't have MTV. So the only time I get to see MTV was at my friend's house. And then finally, like a year later, we got MTV. I mean, I watched that thing.
My dad hated it.
Because it was different.
He just like, a bunch of degenerates. He actually called the cable company. It's like, I want that off my TV.
Really?
And he was a rock and roller, man. So I think,
I know. I was just gonna say,
his parents probably did it to him.
he loved the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
So that's the Beach Boy video.
Beatles. He loved the Beach Boys. Like, just he hated our music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like most parents. Yeah, a lot of parents are like, hey, we don't like our kids' music. You know what I mean? But our music is great.
Our music was amazing. We lived through the time. I mean, from the, I think, late 50s to the 60s, 70s, 80s, and then probably early 2000. We lived through an era nobody would ever let go through again.
This pizza's good too.
Well, I'm trying to finish that.
Oh no doubt. MTV, like, it changed music, and then we talked about this before. There were some bands that, like, you didn't even know who they were until you saw them on MTV. Yeah, like Duran Duran.
Oh, Duran Duran was made by MTV.
Yeah.
Without that, I mean, them, Men at Work, The Fix. The Fix had great videos, and even In Excess. Remember the In Excess video, the one with the food? Remember they were
yeah, that was the one thing, I think, right?
Yeah. They were all eating. They had, it looked like a king's table.
Yes,
that's turkey, and I never forgot that video.
You didn't know these bands. Like, you found MTV, and you got huge because of MTV. And then it was amazing. And the videos, like, you mentioned Duran Duran, their videos, man,
classic.
Totally.
We mentioned Girls on Film.
Girls on Film. Hungry Like the Wolf. Rio.
Yeah. The Reflex one, even on stage, it was pretty cool. They had like a wave or something.
It was live, but not live. And then, another one too. I think you'd mentioned this. Like, I don't even know Peter Gabriel. I didn't know Peter Gabriel. I was 14 years old. We saw Shock the Monkey. Shock the Monkey.
Yeah.
We didn't know. Oh, he used to be lead singer of Genesis.
Sledgehammer. What a video.
Oh, that was probably one of the best. That had to be like video of the year, right?
And it took like artists that were around a long time. Like Springsteen came out with Dancing in the Dark. Made a star
out of Courtney Cox. You know what good videos too? That was a classic American rocker was Tom Petty.
Oh yeah.
Remember he had the one that was kind of like Cinderella.
Don't come around here no more. Don't come around.
Yes, that's Cinderella, but like Alice in Wonderland.
It's Alice in Wonderland.
The Cars were big, man.
The one Shake It Up was a great one with the 50s car,
right?
And then they did You Might Think. A lot of the on the web top 10 was You Might Think. With the he was driving around with a car and he was a fly.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? My favorite.
That was a cool video.
My favorite was Magic by the car. Rick Ocasek was walking on the ice on the pool.
On a pool.
They had a pool party outside.
Right?
Yeah, that was very cool.
They did have some cool videos. Early video came out in 1982. A lot of people probably don't know it, but I loved it. Pat Travers band. Pat Travers rocks. He had a video for the song called "I'd Rather See You Dead." It was hysterical, dude. That was a really cool video. But some of the bigger ones, like Def Leppard Photograph.
Oh yeah, that's what kind of made that.
Come On, Feel the Noise. Huge. Of course, you're talking about, I think, the last couple episodes, Billy Squier.
It made Billy Squier and ruined Billy Squier. You know that song "Rock Me Tonight" or something, or "Rock Me." That like ruined his career.
It was huge.
And then you had Twisted Sister. Two of their videos. I don't want my Twisted Sister. Is that a Twisted Sister on your uniform?
Fudge band on your uniform.
Yeah,
Niedermeyer from Animal House.
Yeah, from Animal House.
There were so many good videos. It really changed the way we were because everybody, you would say like, we'd say, hey, did you hear that song? Hey, did you see that video?
Yeah,
right?
It was different.
Totally.
Before you would listen to an album and you listen, and then you started listening because some of these groups you only knew from the videos.
That's right.
So you had a vision in your head of something completely different.
I remember a band, I talked about this band before. Huge in the 80s is Loverboy.
Oh yeah, big time.
I went and bought that.
They had a lot of great videos.
Great videos. I went and bought their album. And when I got the album and I saw who the singer was, Mike Reno, I thought it was somebody else. And it's a book. I'm like, he doesn't look like he sounds. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it did kind of, maybe skewed or just give you a different way to look at music.
Oh my God. Everything, that was that just changed everything.
Everything. Yeah.
I mean, that changed rock. I mean,
but it was groundbreaking too.
Well, it changed rock. It actually broke rock because the Run DMC video with Aerosmith.
Yeah, that's true.
You always say that was the downfall of rock. So
it just changed.
Then they started having, more MTV raps, and then there was an MTV. I think there was an MTV dance party. Like more dance music.
That's
I think things started changing.
And everything evolves. We get that. I mean, I probably hadn't watched MTV since early 90s. And I didn't even know what kind of impact.
Well, we're rock guys. I didn't want it to evolve, but it did. Everything evolves. We had our period in time, and it was phenomenal.
It was cool.
And like, remember like top 10 videos, I would run literally. I'd run home.
Yes, top 10 videos.
Yeah.
What day was that on like Saturday night?
No, it was I think they had it over the weekend, but they had a top 10 video every day, and it was fans voted. And the number one video of all time, was the Def Leppard
Photograph?
Not Photograph. It was on Hysteria. It was
Hysteria? Force Majeure on Me?
Yeah, that was I think it was like 30 weeks at number one.
Really?
Yeah, I think the two longest videos ever, for top 10 or top number one, I think it was that and Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home.
That was a good video. Motley Crue, another band that, like you saw them, you heard them, and then I remember the first video I saw Motley Crue was Looks That Kill.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, man, these guys are evil, man. They got the 5-star thing on the drum set and
Yeah. Now that was they were definitely like a video metal, hair metal band.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then Ozzy's first video, his first video, I think, was Bark at the Moon. He didn't do videos for the first two albums, and he had Randy Rhoads. I mean, there was like some videos out there, but they weren't like stuff that was produced for MTV.
Yeah.
Bark at the Moon was his first, and I think it wasn't Jake Ely on guitar in that.
Yeah. That was a Bark at the Moon. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of underrated. And then the album afterwards, Shot in the Dark, when he was on the throne.
It's like floating around.
Yeah. That was funny. That was great.
I saw the video recently after Ozzy died, and I was like, oh, I remember that song video. I'm like, that's a really great song. The video was pretty cool, too.
Really?
A lot of people said, oh, he kind of sold out and got really popped at that point. But
some of these guys, you know what? I'm glad they sold out. You know what? Because if they didn't sell out, they wouldn't have lasted so long.
True.
They kept evolving, And I think MTV actually brought back people, They're like, I mean, there was like some old, like even George Harrison's video, I Got My Mind Made Up on You. That was a classic video that kind of remade his career.
It's funny we brought up earlier, because I know you always talk about Van Halen. Van Halen really didn't have videos really until 1984.
Yeah.
They had some like Unchained.
They had 3 great videos for that.
Oh, they had Jump, which was groundbreaking on camera.
Yeah. And it was really simple.
Pretty simple.
First time using keyboard.
And then that's right.
Then Panama came out.
That was a great video.
And then a classic is Hot for Teacher.
Yeah, that's one of the best.
And then they also had another iconic thing when they broke up. Van Halen got back together with David Lee Roth on the MTV Music Awards. And then Roth opened up his big mouth like how we're getting together. He got cocky. And then as soon as they were done with the presentation, he's like, we're done. We're done with this guy. Yeah, we're done again. So
no thing about MTV and Van Halen. When they parted ways, David Lee Roth and Van Halen, and they brought in Sammy Hagar, they didn't make any videos for that first album of Hagar. The only video they had,
there was no video.
No videos. The only video
except for
Dreams, and it was the Blue Angels.
Yeah, no, and then they did a live one for Summer Nights.
They did.
I think they did. There was one live.
Well, they had that concert, that Live Without a Net. I think that was like played on MTV, which was that tour show. But I don't think they had any videos. I remember reading at the time like, oh, they wanted to just focus on the music because I think they wanted people. All right, we don't want to attach ourselves
to Dave, right?
Well,
David had great like solo videos. California Girls was amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had some good songs. So I'm gonna put a little lemon. We'll try that.
Oh, you know what? It's a good idea, man. Got you some?
Take a lemon.
This one's good too.
I love it.
All right, this is good. This is the White Clam up in Connecticut. Like this is the one they're really known for.
This is amazing.
White Clam. All right. This is the one you got to get that if you go to Connecticut.
When I was in Rhode Island, well, you would know better than me. All
right.
Oh, very good.
Thanks for another white bird. Thanks.
So good. Wow.
A little later in the afternoon. I thought it'd be busier, but so what was the deal? They used to be across the plaza, right? They opened up probably like 3 years ago.
And then Portnoy lit this place on fire. And when he did his pizza review, it went to the moon. But their food's excellent. I ate there 3 times. My brother-in-law and my nephew ate such there. They loved it. I think we got the same combo.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I had read that the people who own this is a guy that started Nick's in Boca, which closed. Nick's was a New Haven style. They closed. They were in Coral Springs too, and that one closed.
Really?
Bad management. Well, still to be knows about the ownership.
Well, that's always the problem with these places. You have good food, and then, or you have partners and they get upset at each other, and then things happen, or lease issues, or whatever.
I think it's later in the afternoon, but I bet you they do a lot of takeout, though.
Oh, yeah.
On delivery, probably, right? This is the area.
This is a great area. Yeah. I mean, we're in Delray, close to Boynton, close to Boca. We got a Polo Club down here and all these other places, but I'm sure they do really well here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they have great wood fire wings. Excellent. We saw the subs. we'll have to do the subs next time. But the subs with the sausage and the whatever, the broccoli, Rob. Oh my God.
It looks good on the menu. They call them grinders in Connecticut. So you gotta make sure you use the proper.
Here they're what? Florida, I think they call them subs. When I would come down from New York, I saw in Miami was always submarines. New York is heroes.
Right?
North Jersey's heroes, but when you go to South Jersey, it's connected to Philly, so they call them hoagies.
Hoagies, that's right. Do you want a slice of cheese, dude? You're good for now.
I'm gonna have one more clam.
All right, this is good. I'm impressed. I like it.
This is my last one.
That's not too cheesy. Nice crust.
Oh my God, the cheese is amazing. I just like it's like a little different for me. So this is a good choice, Bill. Now we got to find our next place next. But this is
a joint effort, but I wanted to try it.
Glad you came. Yeah, it's a good choice.
Sure. All right.
So
getting back to MTV, let's talk about like top 10 videos, Jeff. I mean, normally we do our top 10 lists. This is a different style podcast this week. You know,
well, I think we should just discuss them today. Make our way, because this is a lot. I mean, I forgot how many years MTV was like the heyday. I'm assuming it's like 5 years, but you know, there are videos that are popular that you like.
Right.
Even if you don't love the songs, you got to say they were groundbreaking. And then there's just songs that you love. So, you know, I would, throw in my hat like Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. I mean,
that was huge. And boy, they played the hell out of the thing now.
Yeah. And you had Sting helping out Mark Knopfler.
I mean, that was an iconic song. That's one of the biggest songs of the 80s. And it was a huge video.
Huge.
It said MTV or every other word. You know, they played that.
And they referenced different, rock stars. I think Money for Nothing referenced Boy George. Yeah.
That's true. That was probably video of the year. Some other iconic videos. I mean, we forgot about. Remember Neil Young actually made some videos.
What?
Late 80s, Neil Young, he made some videos.
Rockin' in the Pre-Roll? That was a live one.
Yeah, it was a live one. Yeah.
He did
you said Bruce Springsteen.
Wait.
Thriller.
It's kind of funny you said that. He did a video. No, Neil Young did a video that got banned because he was talking about commercials. He's like, I don't want any more Pepsi, or I don't want any more of this. And they stopped it.
I knew there was something about
it. Yeah. So it was a big, excuse me, it was a big, like it was a big thing. Like they had to ban it.
Speaking of banned in 1990, remember Andrew Dice Clay got banned from MTV.
What did he do? I forgot.
I don't know his language or whatever. I think it was on. Wow. I think it was on the MTV Video Music Awards. He started doing Andrew Dice Clay stuff. I think they kicked him off because it was on the his movie Adventures of Fort Fairlane. Because that was a bomb. Yeah, got banned on Saturday Night Live too. Getting back to videos though, and MTV Thriller, at least in my book, is kind of always known as like that was like the #1 video, all time video, right?
Amazing video.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jackson was the king of the hill. I mean, he was my favorite now, but you got to give it like probably the #1. I mean, it was like a 30. It was like a show, like a mini movie.
It was a mini movie. When the guy made it was with John Landis. He did all the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Prince was huge. Remember Purple Rain? That was
Purple Rain. When Doves Cry.
All them videos. When Doves Cry.
Let's Go Crazy. I still remember when he did 1999. That was a great song. How about I got a sleeper. I was singing this before. I kept forgetting. Moon Sweet. Do you remember
that? Canadian band.
Yeah, and they had a DeLorean, and they were driving the DeLorean through, and then they had this heart-shaped bed. It's an iconic video, and it's actually a really good song. So
speaking of DeLorean, I mean, you had those movie from the Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, Power of Love.
Power of Love.
That song's still relevant.
Great song. I mean, and there were some bands that like their music was in a movie and they didn't use the movie, like Never Survivor, Eye of the Tiger. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And they wanted to separate themselves from the movie.
Yeah, true. So that
there were some bands like that,
How about I'm trying to think. I mean, there were so many, and then that was another thing. TV and music were so tied to soundtracks back then.
Dude, Miami Vice.
Yeah, everything.
I mean, Miami Vice was huge.
Footloose soundtrack. Totally tied to MTV.
True. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could go on and on how
tons of movies.
Things change.
Miami Vice was huge, and Miami Vice is very, very influential with music. All them artists that appeared. Bill Collins was on an episode. Nugent was on an episode. I mean, they had the whole thing with Glenn Frey, Smuggler's Blues. That was on MTV. It was all segued and connected MTV to music to Miami Vice.
Yeah, that was like Miami Vice was like a very hip show back then. They had those the suits without the ties, very modern. It was unbelievable.
I heard they're redoing it too.
Really? Show or a movie?
Oh no, movie.
I saw there was a movie came out in early 2000.
Yeah, this one's gonna be like harken back to the 80s.
Wow.
I mean, set in the 80s. So should be interesting. MTV, man, yeah. I mean, when I first read it about, hey, man, you know, MTV is going to be shutting down. I'm like, oh, man. I thought about it. I'm like, MTV is going away. I mean, I'm watching here. So what's the impact and what kind of impact did it have on us? I mean, it was, like I said, it was huge.
It changed my life. It really did. It was like, there was a lot of things to look forward to. The 80s were pretty happy times, man.
For sure.
You know, so like those videos were like our technology. Cable, like instead of having 7 channels or whatever channels we had 100 new channels. We had like MTV open us up for so many things. Fashion. I mean, you could put, like I said, name with a face. I mean, it was phenomenal. It completely changed your life.
Those top videos we're talking about. Probably another episode we got to do that. It's all encompassing when you think about what's in the top 10. I think the next podcast should be top 10 videos. What do you think?
No brainer. I think it's a great idea.
You already got a few like that. You know.
Well, like I said, I struggled. It was almost like an exercise I didn't want to go do. I know it sounds hard, but it's you know. But
I'm with you, man.
Where do you start? You know, like where do you start? Like, you know, we said it. Like, I think the Michael Jackson, is that my favorite? No, but it's iconic.
For sure.
Like you have to say, okay, you know, like, yeah. Was that my favorite song? Yeah. No, I actually like the song better now. But when I was younger, I didn't like it.
Yeah. You chose a very impactful video.
Yeah. That was
different. It was groundbreaking. It was different. I'm pretty sure it was video of the year. You know, when it was MTV Video Music Awards.
Like a virgin? Come on. What was she in Italy and she was on this?
Well, that was the one. That was the other one too. That she got banned, like the prayer, and it was one that you know, it was Jesus and everything, and you know, she was banned. Pepsi ad, I think they fired her. Madonna, so much stuff on MTV, and it was very, very controversial.
Yeah, they pushed everything. They made careers out of people. They ruined careers out of people.
Yeah, but you know, also too, how many bands, think about it, because it was more about the substance of what they looked like over the band. How many bands come out that weren't that good, but they look good? You know what I mean? There's a lot of those kind of one-hit wonder bands, like I don't know, Kaja Gugu.
Oh yeah, with that hair.
The hair, yeah. So I think there was bands that, hey, these guys look good and they kind of sound like so-and-so. Let's put them on MTV.
Yeah. Well, he was pretty big.
Yeah.
I like Paul Young. Remember him?
Paul Young, yeah. Well, he was big.
He had a big hit, but he used a Hall & Oates song.
He did? Did not realize that. Well, Hall & Oates, they're classic guys.
Very big video guy.
They were big. Remember Maneater?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, they were one of the first bands that embraced MTV, now I think about it, because I used to see their videos on that HBO video jukebox, like Private Eyes.
Private Eyes. Oh, that was huge.
It was huge, but it was like really before MTV.
Oh, you know what else they used to do? I forgot. They used to do a MTV Spring Breaks.
Yeah.
And then Hall & Oates, they were the headliner.
Oh, that's right.
Their last big album that they were huge.
Spring Break was huge growing up down here in Fort Lauderdale. I was always hanging on Spring Break. But then went to Daytona.
Yeah.
And then MTV was at Daytona for Spring Break. That's right. That was huge. Yeah.
Oh.
So impactful, man. Crazy stuff. So
we could just keep thinking. Let's just say, listen, this pizza's insane. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. He's from New Haven.
It's good stuff, man.
Excellent.
Dylan was our server, although they ran out of Peroni beer on tap.
I was not gonna have a beer, and then I was gonna have a beer.
I know. So I said no, but I did have white birch beer. This is
really? I thought it was water when he said that.
No, it's called Fox and Park. So
wow, so that is the clearest soda I've ever seen in my life.
Birch beer. It's kind of like cream soda, but a little different. Wow. So Jeff, let's wrap this up, my friend. Hats off to the chef. You got the pizza oven right there. Now this place is called AH Beetz, spelled AH Beetz.
I'm glad we have you here.
Yeah,
because I can't spell.
Well, so up in Connecticut, I remember I was 12 years old in Connecticut. I drove by and I said, "Hey, it says Tony's a pizza." And I'm like, it's not a pizza, it's AH Beetz, but it's spelled like A.
That's right. It's a type of pizza.
It's New Haven style pizza.
Wow.
Cold fired pizza, AH Beetz. I'm happy with it. You guys can come check this out. It's on Jog Road, just south of
Atlantic
Avenue.
South of Atlantic.
Yeah, on the east side of the road.
Literally a half a mile.
Yeah, in Delray Beach. Great stuff. Order to go down to that. Now I had the menu. They have a personal pizza, 10-inch pizza, a small pizza, 12-inch, or a large 16-inch pizza. They've got grinders with subs on there.
We were gonna get the small.
Right.
I persuaded him to get but I mean the personal. I could have kept going.
Yeah,
I love pizza and the grinders.
Grinders look good.
They got like we said, the sausage and the
sausage and peppers,
broccoli rabe, and the Italian grinder that I love.
Yes, no, it's a winner. So if you're in this area, we're happy.
Music, pizza, rock and roll. Come on,
beers and cigars are all set. So let's grab a cigar, man.
Ooh.
You want to go do that?
Yeah.
Maybe we will. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Remember, click like, click subscribe. We'll see you here next time on the top 10, MTV Video Music.
This is amazing.
Video Music.
Bill keeps us organized. So.
I'm trying.
He does. He's perfect for this.
All right, we'll see you next time.
I'm a little all over the place.
It's all good. So.
Ciao.
Have a great weekend.